Mute yourself now, and let's start. So we are at the bottom of page 99, and we are doing the last bit of division. Okay, now this is a little bit of a different method than what we did yesterday, so you're going to listen carefully, okay? We're going to try and keep up with me, okay, and work with me. And if you struggle, stop me immediately and say, ma'am, I don't understand what's happening, please help me, okay, because that's what we're here for, right? If you struggle, you must speak up. Okay, now what you see on the board right now is number 9, and in your book, in your Prac Math book, it's at the bottom of page 99. So I'm going to go through the example with you first, and then I'm going to do question B. Okay, so when I look at the example A, it says 138 divided by 6. What they're doing is they're taking the 6 and they're breaking it up in its factors. Now, factors are two numbers that when they multiply, they give you this big number, the product. Okay, so if I ask you to break for me 6 in its factors, which two numbers can multiply to give you 6? 2 and 3. What other two numbers can multiply to give you 6? No, that's the same thing. Another one. Okay, someone, good. 1 times 6, 6 times 1. Okay, so 1 and 6 are also factors, and 2 and 3. You get that? Because 1 times 6 is 6. Okay. And 2 times 3. So there's actually 4 factors of 6. 2 and 3, and 1 and 6. Okay. All right. So you must try and not break it up in 1 and something, because then it's the same number. Okay. So it must be any other factors. Okay. So with the 6 we use 2 and 3. That means you're going to take this number, you're going to first divide it by 2, and then you're going to divide it by 3. Okay. Now you apply your same rules of division. What did we learn yesterday? Your first step to division is to write your times tables. Okay, so we're writing the times tables of our 2. So let's write that down. 2, 24. Excellent. Okay, now we can put a 0 at the back, right? The next step was to put a 0 at the back. So let's put a 0 at the back. Okay, good. Right, now what's your next step? Good. You're going to see which number is the closest. Okay, so when you look at that list, what's the closest that comes to 138? 120. Okay, now they did it differently because they skipped one step there. So I know it can be 120. But how did they get? They got it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 60. That's my answer. So 120 divided by 2 is 60. Okay, then how much are we left with? 138 minus, how much did we take out? 120. How much are we left with? 8 minus 0? 8. 3 minus 1? 3 minus 2 is 1. So we left with 18. Now look at your normal 2 times tables. Is 18 on the left? What times what is 18? 2 times how much? 2 times 9. 2 times 9 equals 18. So you're going to say then 18 divided by 2 equals 9. And that is how they got the 69. Do you see that? Do you all see that? I'm going to explain it one more time, okay? We were dividing by 2, so we wrote out our 2 times tables over here, right? And then we added a 0 at the back. Okay, the closest number that we found was 120. So I said 120 divided by 2 is 60. Okay, then we want to find out. Okay, someone at home, please mute yourself. I'm still explaining. I'm not finished, but you guys are making noise in the mic, so I can't hear myself also. Just listen carefully, okay? I'm explaining it again. The first step they did, they took the 6 and they broke it into its factors of 2 and 3. Okay? So you're going to first divide it by 2. So you write out your 2 times tables. Okay, there we go. And then we put a 0 at the back. Okay. Then we found the closest number to 138, which was 120. So I said here, 120 divided by 2 equals 60. Okay. Now we're not finished because we only use 120. We still have something left over from this 138. So I said 138 minus 120 gave me 18. And then I said 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. And now I can add this up. 60 plus 9 equals 69. That's just the first part where it divides by 2. Okay. Now we're going to take this answer, 69, and we want to divide it by 3. Okay. Now it's repeating your same steps of division. When we divide, your first step is to write out your times table. So write out your times tables of 3. I'm going to put it here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, and 36. Your second step is to put a 0 at the back. I'm just going to go up to 120 because what is the number that we are working with? 69. So from this list, what's the closest that comes to 69? It is 60. So, I'm running out of space to write. I'm going to do it here at the top. I'm going to say 60 divided by 3 is how much? 10, 20, 10 and 2. 60 divided by 3 is 20. 10, 20. Do you see that? Okay, now how much are we left with? What was our original number? 69, and I used only how much? So I'm left with 9. What is 9 divided by 3? 3. So my final answer is how much? 23. And that's how they got 23. It looks so complicated because there's so much happening on the board. Let me do B with you now from scratch and you'll see how to do it. Okay. Let me clear this all off. Okay, what's the sum at B? 279. 276 divided by 9. Okay, let me just take that out. Okay, what is your first step? But now remember, now we're not using our, remember what we're going to do with the 6. We're going to break it up. You're going to break the 6 for me. How can you break up the 6? 2 and 3, okay? Or, let's do 2 and 3. So 276 divided by 2, and then we will divide by 3. So first we are solving this, and then we'll get to the 3. Okay. Your first step to division? Write down your times tables, your 2 times tables. Do it with me. Okay. Then your next step is to write a 0 at the back, and then we're going to find the closest number. Okay. What's the closest number from that list that comes to 276? 240. Do you see that? I have 240 at the bottom, and my number is 276. So this becomes 240 divided by 2. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 110, 120. So my answer here is 120. Okay? You find so far. Guys, you must stop me when you're not sure. Don't be shy. Okay. Now we must find how much we left with. So I said 276 minus 240. Work this out. 6 minus 0 is 6. 7 minus 4 is 3. So I'm left with 36. Okay. Now I want you, no wait, I'm not going to write 36 divided by 2. I want you to look at your normal 2 times tables. Is 36 on this list? Ignore the zeros. Look at it at your normal times tables. Is 36 there? What's the highest one? 24. So I'm going to put 24 divided by 2, which is 12. Good. And how much is left now? We took out 24. How much are we left with? 6 minus 4 is 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Is 12 on my normal times table? Yes, I can say 12 divided by 2 equals 6. And now we can add these up. Unit plus unit plus unit is 6 and 2 is 8. My 10, 2 plus 1 is 3, and my hundreds is only 1. Now we're just going to solve it with this one here, divided by 3. I just want to take out this 2 times tables one because we are done with that one now. Okay, guys. Now you're looking at it as a normal 3 division, divide by 3 sum. First step to division. Okay, let's write it together. Oh, I skipped one. 21, 24, 27, 36. Okay, good. All right, second step. Put a 0 at the back, and then we find the closest number. What's the number that we have? 138. So which one's the highest that can come out? 120. Okay, now remember it's 10, 20, 30, 40. So my answer there is 40. Now we see how much we left with. So 138 minus 120. 8 minus 0 is 8. 3 minus 2 is 1. Is 18 on my normal 3 times table? Yes. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to say 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So what is your final answer? 40 plus 6 is 46. And that's your final answer. I'm going to explain it one more time. Okay, just so that you can recap what we just said. I'm going to use a yellow pen to show. The original sum was 276 divided by 6. To make it easier, we first broke the 6 into our factors of 2 and 3. Okay, first you divide by 2. Like you used the method yesterday where you write your 2 times tables first, then you put a 0 at the back, and then you find the closest number. Okay, until you don't have any remainders, and then we found our final answer to be 138. Okay, we were finished with the 2, so we went on to the 3, and then we took 138 divided by 3. Again, your first step to division, write out your 3 times tables, and then we put a 0 at the back, and then we found the closest number to be 120. And then we find out how much we left with. We were left with 18. Then 18 divided by 3 gave us 6, and we add that up, and we got our final answer to be 46. Okay, now I'm telling you this from now. If you really, really, really struggle to use this method here, you can stick to the method that we learned yesterday, and I'm going to show that to you again just now. Okay, so turn to the next page. At the bottom of page 99, C and D is your homework. Turn to the next page. Okay, you're going to do E up to M. Let me show you with N. Let's look at N. I'm going to clear this off. Can I take this off? Is it fine? It's on your Google slide. Yeah, I'm going to show you just now. I'm going to do N with you. You're going to do up to M. Okay. Oh, not hard. Yeah, I'm going to post a video like yesterday. I'm going to post it after 12 o'clock because it takes a long time to download it and convert it and upload it again. Say again? The homework. Yeah, there's a way to do it on the tablet. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. Say again, Saira, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't record your voices because I'm using a handset. Right now, my hand is by my mouth with a microphone. So your voice is coming into my ear, not onto the laptop. So you can't hear yourself, but you can hear me. Okay, now I'm going to show you N, but with the method that we did yesterday. Okay, and then I'm going to ask you which method did you prefer, and then you can choose which method we want to use. Okay, so now we're sticking to yesterday's method, right? Your first step of normal division is to write out your times tables of the number that it's being divided by. So which times tables are we writing? 9. Okay, let's write our 9 times table. 9, 18. Wait, let's do that trick. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's your 9 times table. Cool trick, eh? And then you just put your last two, 99 and 108. So now you have your 12, up to 9 times 12 on the board. Second step to division. Yes? Right, this is 108. Yeah. Okay, what do we do now? Now we have our times tables. We put the 0. Find the closest number. So I have 405. What's my closest number? Good. 360. 450 is too big, so I can't use that. So I'm going to say 360 divided by 9. This is 10, 20, 30, 40. So my answer is 40. Now let's see how much we left with. So I say 405 minus 360. 5 minus 0 is 5. 0 minus 6. You can't. If I have nothing, I can't give you 6, so I borrow. This 4 becomes a 3. 10 minus 6 is 4. Now I want you to look at your normal 9 times tables, and it's 45 on there. Yes, there's a there. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I'm going to say 45 divided by 9 equals 5. And now we can add that up. 40 plus 5 is 45. And now we're done. Okay. I don't know about you, but this method is much shorter. So should we stick to this method here? I'm going to explain it to you again. But the rest of you, what do you think? Should we stick to this method of yesterday? I think so. Okay, so when you do your homework for today, don't ignore the first method that I showed you. I had to show you because I want to show you that there's so many ways you can do a sum. There's not always one way. There's different ways to do it. Okay, and now we've seen that the one that we did just now with n is so much easier. If you want to copy this down quickly, please do. On page 100, go to page 100, at n, write it down. You need to open up anywhere, and you need to take a pencil and you need to make notes in here, because when you go home, you won't know what to do, okay? Make a note. Write down at n, copy down the answers. Now I just want you, I'm gonna circle it in red, okay? The things that I'm gonna put in red, that is what you do on a scrap paper, so you can use your math book. The one in blue is what you type in to your homework. That is your final answers that must come in your book. The ones in red, you do on a scrap piece of paper. Okay. Tell me, what do you do when you don't know your times tables? Where do you go look for it? In your math workbooks. Your charts are posted there, okay? I need to give you one. Yes? Good. Well done. Okay, quickly copy this down, and then we have one last thing to do. You're going to do for me 3 word problems on at the bottom of that page, and then we're done for today. Are you guys done copying? I'm going to do with you A and E, and then B, C, and D is going to be your homework. So let's quickly open up. Are you ready? Can I go to the book? Are you done? Okay. If you didn't yet copy this down, it's fine. It's going to be in the video. Or what I'll do is at the end of the call, I'll take a screenshot. I'm counting to 5 and I'm going to change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let's go to the word problems. There we go. Right. Now I'll do A and I'll do E, and B, C, D, I'm going to explain it to you so that you can do it on your own. Okay. So A says 12 oranges cost 24 Rand. This means 1 orange costs how much? You're going to say 24 divided by 12. Good, it's 2 Rand. So 24 divided by 12 is 2 Rand. Okay. Let me do E with you. John wants to plant the same number of pecan trees in each of the 8 rows. How many trees must he plant in each row if there are 368 trees altogether? So I'm going to work this out here. Now, in your practice books, right at the bottom corner, do you see there's E and then there's blank lines right at the bottom there? That's where you're going to write the answer. So write with me. As you see me writing, write with me. They say he has a total of 368 trees, and he wants to share them in 8 rows. So we're going to say 368 divided by 8. Your first step to division is to write your 8 times table. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. I'm going to go up to 80. Second step is to put a 0 at the back, and then we are finding our closest number. So what's the closest number on that list to 368? 320. Good. So I'm going to say 320 divided by 8, which is actually 10, 20, 30, 40 is equal to 40. Now how much are we left with? 368 minus 320. That's a 8, and this is a 4. On your normal 8 times tables, is 48 there? Yes, it's there. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to say 48 divided by 8 is 6. So what's my final answer? 46 trees in a row. And then you're done. Easy, hey? I'm going to come explain to you again, don't worry. Okay, so quickly copy that down. It's question N. Oh, not N. E, right at the bottom in your book. You need to write it in your normal book, Nail. You must write it here because then you must copy it down into your book when you get home. That's what I told you earlier. Get a pencil. Ask someone to borrow your pencil. Just write one down quickly. Yes. Not 48, 46 trees. 48 divided by 8 is 6. So it's 46 trees in a row. Not all together, in a row. They're telling you in total you have 368. And you want to share it in 8 rows. So in each row you have 46. Okay. When you finish copying, tell me, and then I'll just explain to you B, C, and D, and then you can start with your homework. Are they there already? Good. Okay, if you didn't have copied down, it's fine. It's already on your Google Slides. Let me just explain to you B and C. I'm going to move this down a bit. So B says the mass of 8 bags of sugar is 96 kgs. This means the mass of 1 bag is. How are you going to find that answer? Don't give me the answer. Just tell me how are you going to find it. Divide. You're going to say 96 divided by 8. One of you here at home, just listen to this. You're making too much noise. You got to mute yourself, please. You are in my ear, and it's really loud. You got to be a bit considerate. Okay, question C says you can buy 9 bars of chocolate for 72 Rand. This means that you can buy 1 bar of the same chocolate for how much? How are you going to find that answer? Okay, what are you going to divide? 72 divided by 9. Good, and that's your normal times table, so you'll find it on your chart, okay? And D, share 288 packets of sweets equally amongst 9 people. How many packets does each one get? How are you going to work that out? You got to tell me how. 288 divided by 9, and you're going to use this method here that we just did. Okay. Is everyone fine? You guys at home, are you all good? Okay, you can end the meeting and go start with your work. Remember, the video is only going to be posted after 12 o'clock, so don't keep messaging on the classroom where's the video. It will be posted after 12, okay? Okay, bye guys. Bye, yeah?